Hello, it's me, Alan from Exa Foundation. Have you ever considered running a computing club in your school, or maybe you have done in the past? Listen, yeah, I know things haven't been easy the last year or so, what with teacher assessments, teaching online, and yeah, let's not even go there. But going back to computing clubs for a moment, if you did have one and it was running well, you probably know it's a great way to take your mind off all those external pressures. And in a way, it helps to remind you why you went into computing to teach in the first place. So I'm going to make an assumption that at the moment you're not running a computing club for all the reasons I mentioned and many more. But you might at some point in the future. And that's why I want to invite you to the next CAS chat, which is on Tuesday the 29th of June between 8 and 9 p.m. So it's on Twitter. You don't have to stay for the full hour. You could just jump in for a little bit, jump out. You could even post an answer now or afterwards. And you don't even need a Twitter account. You could just type hashtag CASChat into your browser, your search engine, your favorite search tool, and you could follow the activity from there, even though you don't have a Twitter account. But that's up to you. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I really want to hear what your thoughts are and any advice that you might have for others about running a computing club. So what I'm going to do in a moment, I'll tell you what the questions are, so you know in advance. You might want to get thinking about them. And one thing we will do, we'll start with an icebreaker. So usually the first question is sometimes, who are you? Where are you coming from? And I'll be asking, have you ever joined a club? Now, here's a little thing. Just when lockdown started, I started to think about the idea of running, but I don't really know much about running. So I thought, well, why not set up a running club? So I set up a little running club where I live. Somebody who doesn't run set up a running club. But it's worked now because I've now found I've got a little network of friends here where I live, and social distancing rules and all of that. But we've been able to support each other throughout the lockdown. So I'll be asking you an icebreaker question of that. But I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the questions for CAS Chat on Tuesday the 29th of June. So bear with me one moment. So the questions I'll be asking on the Twitter CAS Chat is question number 1. Why would you even organise a computing club in the first place? So could you think of a reason or some arguments you could use to persuade a colleague that it's a good idea to do that? I'll also be asking question number 2, are there any really easy solutions? And it's even better if they're free or don't cost a lot of money. What would you suggest? Like times, dates, what ages might you invite to a club? Question number 3, going to be lots of things that might get in the way, obstacles or barriers. So what are they? Let's line them all out now. Question number 4 will be, what practical advice might you offer? So this may be to help counteract those barriers. And the final question, number 5, would be, what's your plan B? Because things don't always work out the way we plan things to. So we can, expect the best, plan for the worst. What would your solution or suggestions be? So they're the questions for CAS Chat. But if you're interested in running a club and you can't join the CAS Chat, well, there is a solution. So I don't know if you've got the latest issue of Hello World. It's issue 16. Well, if you go to the very back, there's a free guide, an article all about running a successful computing club. And actually, let me show you one other thing. So if you go to exit.foundation/press, you could actually download the article. So you just go to the published articles. Do you know what? Maybe I should just move my camera over. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there it is. Look at the top, successful computing clubs, and you just click on that and you should be able to read that article in your browser. So the URL was exit.foundation/press, and there it is, computing clubs. Okay, so hopefully see you Tuesday night.